Morning, guys. We're on. Good morning, everyone. Ready for another trading day with me, Peter Crow from The Crow. I was going to say Relentless then. Relentless. There's no more, unfortunately. But we're in. New channel, new goals, new money coming in. Okay, guys, everything looks pretty good set up, so I want to go straight into it. I've had a quick look at where gold pushed yesterday, and it absolutely flew. Let me get my tunes on. I think we're on. We're on. Music's on. What's that doing? That. Great. I think I need a new computer, you know. Hello. Yeah, okay, guys, we're on. Right, welcome if you're watching on TikTok or if you're watching on YouTube. My name is Peter Crow. I trade Forex. I've been trading since 2019. I trade live every morning from 8 AM UK time. So come along, join us. Once you're on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Put the notifications on so you know when I'm on. If you want more from us and you want to go deeper, join our school community. On there, you can join me via Zoom, ask me loads of questions. You get my trade IDs, you get my course, everything's in with it. No messing about, just straight to the point. So trading, we do have a goal on YouTube. It's a brand new channel. We're currently at 19 subscribers. That's what I'm saying, brand new channel. Our goal is to hit 100 subscribers. Once we hit 100 subscribers, I will be giving away something good. Not shit, good. Because a lot of these things are like, I'm going to give away something and it's cack, right? I'm going to give away something really beneficial to you, okay? And then we'll set another goal and then we'll have another prize. Good morning, Chris. Welcome, mate. So, yeah. Excuse me. Right. So, if you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to head over to YouTube and let's get a monk. We took about $300 from the markets yesterday. Okay, real money. Took $300 from gold. And let's see what we can grab today. It's very difficult at the moment, like, I won't lie, due to all-time highs. So, the pair we are trading today is gold, NAS and oil, which is what we normally trade. I'm going to have to probably add another pair. So if you want me to look at a certain pair, let me know. Because the way I trade, I can trade any pair really. So if you want me to look at other pairs, let me know which pair you'd like me to look at. And then we can do a top down on that. But let's do a top down on gold. And let's see how we get on. Let's see what we've got available to us today. So, one thing I will say about gold is it needs to calm its tits. It's to calm its tits because it is just pushing and pushing and pushing. So, monthly, heavily bullish. We've still got no bottom wick on the prior monthly and also this monthly. And we've got no top wick on the previous monthly. So it really doesn't help. Let me just make sure that nobody wants to get in this. YouTube. So monthly's really bullish at the moment. It's not really helping the cause. Now weekly, again, heavily bullish. Our zone for the weekly is here. But the issue we've got is we just keep pushing. We haven't even had a retest. What normally happens, you break, you then retest, and then you carry on. We haven't even done that. So we're just really bullish. And what we're doing with this top down is we're trying to work out how this candle is going to look by the end of the week. And it's the same on every time frame. How is this candle going to end up by the end of the hour or the day or whatever time frame you're on? So the weekly can end up anywhere, even the monthly. The monthly can end up anywhere, could flip to the downside, it could stay bullish, anything could happen. Doesn't really help us. Now, the daily, obviously we were stuck in this zone yesterday, and then we had a huge push out to the upside. So our zone for the daily was this area. Now we've had a break. Are we going to get a retest to this area? And if we're going to get a retest, could we see this daily flipping to the downside? We could do. The issue we've got now is, how do we work out our probability? Well, the way we work out our probability is we use previous data. And if we look left, we've got nothing. We've got no previous data, so it's very difficult. It means we've got to use the lower time frames to get entries. And it also makes every trade a lot more less probable, unfortunately. So again, the daily can end up in any direction whatsoever. What I will do is I'll keep this marked up, because this is the previous zone. So we should potentially get a bottom wick to that area, or even a flip down. 6 hour, so the 6 hour has got no bottom wick. You've also got huge fair value gaps here. Let's mark this 6 up. So there's the 6 hour zone. You've got no top or bottom wick on this 6 hour. You've got, whether you trade this, but you've got fair value gaps. You've got fair value gaps on the 6. Also, so you've got reasons to come down, basically. We've now pushed, we've broke the highs. Could we see this 6 hour flip to the downside? The previous 6 is bearish, but it doesn't really mean anything unless you get some price action. So what I mean by price action, you'd need this 6 hour to close bearish, and then you could probably argue that you've got now an evening star. So if we end up like that, but really doesn't do now. Minging, absolutely minging. The only thing we can grab hold of here is probably, I would imagine you'd need a bottom wick to keep driving. There's 1 hour and a half left of this 6 hour, so if we could identify this 6 hour starting to flip for a bottom wick, if we could identify some zones on the lower time frames, then, and we get closures below with the next hour, could we look at that? The sells, potentially, or could we just get a sell stop underneath the 6 hours? There's only an hour and a half left, so for this 6 hour to flip, you've got 2 1 hour candles left. You'd need a 1 hour candle like that, and you'd need the next 1 hour candle maybe like that to flip, which could happen, to be fair. So let's have a look at this. 4 was also bearish, didn't break back below. 3 broke out, so we've actually broke out on the 3. So we're currently in this range above. Really nothing helps us here, guys. You've got 2. The 2 broke out. It's fucking biggin', absolutely biggin'. You've got a zone here on the 1. You've got 50 minutes left of this one. You've got 30, 15. I would imagine all these need a bottom wick. I'm just trying to see if we can get a 5 minutes left of the 15. If we can get a 15-minute close like this, right? You've got 50 minutes left of the 1. The 1 is broke out, but I would imagine it needs a bottom wick. The 2's broke out again, probably needs a bottom wick. The 3 hasn't closed as of yet. You've got an hour and a half left of that. The 4 is bearish, but hasn't broke to the downside. And the 6, I would imagine needs a bottom wick. So I can actually see this 6, believe it or not, flipping to the downside. So it's a case of, what are we willing to risk to see if this is the area that the 6 is going to pull back from? Well, I can't just enter. The 15 minute is the next candle to close. So if this 15 can close like this, And then the new 15 can come up, give us a top wick, ideally break the high. We could then potentially get a sell stop underneath to come down. That would make sense. I'm not ready for buys up, because you're all probably thinking, well, hang on a minute, everything's bullish, so why aren't you looking at the buys? I'll tell you why I'm not looking at the buys, because I haven't had this bottom wick. I need this retest of this zone before looking at buys. Once I get a retest of this, then I would take buys above there. But until I get a retest of this zone, I'm not really interested in it. We really don't want this 15 to drive down and tap this zone, because it'll take our advantage point away. But we also need a top wick. We might not get a top wick. It's going to be a real scalping today, I would imagine. I don't know whether that'd be that. I think we'd probably be more suited. I'd say that's our zone there. Okay. What is this one going to do? So could we see the one faking out back to the downside? Or are you going to flip and drive? This is why we need the top wick off the 15. Because we want to rule out this bottom wick and then flip it and drive. So we'd need a top wick. If the 15 opens and just drives down, then it's not our trade to take. Unfortunately, we just got to wait. If this 15 opens up and pulls back first, I wouldn't look at wing back sell, because if you take a wing back sell, where do you put the wing back sell, and then where do you put your stops? So I'd rather top wick and then sell stop underneath, come down, ideally breaking the high so there's liquidity, and then a flip to the downside. So there's 2 minutes left of this. Let's quickly have a look at NAS, see what's going on in NAS, because the hour's not long closed. See if NAS is any better. So again, they're very, very bullish. Weekly, broke above. We haven't retested the zone again. So could we flip on the weekly to come down and test? Daily is on. Yeah, it's similar to how goals move actually. Again, we've been bullish. We haven't retested these zones. 6 hour. Fucking hell. I will swear, it's just bullish. No bottom wick on the 6. 4 hour. There's no bottom wicks on nothing. Fair value gaps. All sorts to come down here. But here's the thing, when you're all-time highs, where's the ceiling? Where's it going to reach before rejecting? This is the issue you get. Wow, absolutely nothing on NAS, guys. It's just the 1 hour's the first candle. What's closed bearish? Look, oh, bullish on the 2s. The 1 hour has now closed bearish. Didn't break back into the zone. You could maybe test a swoop entry. 30 didn't close back below. 15 did close below, and now we're looking at a fake out on the new 15. So again, this probably looks like it needs to come and break the highs. Absolutely disgusting. Doesn't really help that. Let's go back to gold. NAS is not really doing anything for us, guys. Okay, new 15 candle. Okay, so the way we'd have to take this, it's all going to be swoop entries. So we're in, we move stops to break even pretty quickly. And with swoop entries, you can get stopped out pretty quick. But unfortunately, when you're like this, it's not what we can do. If this candle can come up and break the highs without a bottom wick, I'll look at a sell stop underneath. The 5 do. But I need to break the highs now, because you close heavily bullish after liquidity grab. If I can come and break this high, I'd look at sells below these levels, because now what we're getting is structure. So what you need to see is some structure, ideally on the higher time frames. Price comes up, down, and then you've got that to go off and that to go off. Price breaks above, you could take buys. If price breaks below, you could take sells. Okay, we've sort of got that now, but I would like a break of the highs one more time off this 15, because it's only the 5-minute time frame what it's done it on. It is obviously not the best. $15 hasn't even closed bearish yet. Sorry, the 30. 15's closed bearish, the 30 hasn't. Do we need an hour bearish close before coming down? Or could we get an hour back into the area? So we broke, this is what I'm saying, it does this quite a lot. There's your little zone there. Then you get a nice aggressive push out, then the hour closes back in. Could we get exactly the same? If I break the highs more time, what would this be? Let me have a look at this. So we put sell stops on here. I need this to break the highs, I think. Maybe what we could do. See how the 3 is going to close. Right, you've got to take note, guys, right? Lock in, because it's going to be quick entries today, I would think. One's broke the high. Can the 3, can we get up to this at least? Come on, have a pop up. Good morning. Morning, Crazy Beast. Yeah, no. Do you want to jump in the Zoom, John? I'll open the Zoom. I've just said to the group, if you want the Zoom on, drop a message on the YouTube channel, and I'll open the Zoom for you. Three-minute close. One still bullish. Yeah, do you want me to open it then, yeah? Come on, push up. I think even if we can get to the body of the candles. This 2 is going to close. 3 is going to come out. Okay, Zoom is getting opened now. So if this 3 can close doji, we might take a swoop entry first sell with stops just above the high. Be low risk, guys. It'd be like $50 for me, because every trade at the moment where price is a high risk trade because of its all-time highs. Okay, John, we're open. We're on. Morning, John. You're on mute.
Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
Good morning, my mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Do you want me to share my screen on here, or are you watching the YouTube?
Yeah, go on then.
I knew you'd say that. That's all you want from me? God, you never just message me and say hi. You're just like,
Oh, it's nonsense.
get me a trade, get me a trade. That's all I hear from you.
Yeah, that's a lies, that is. That's a lies.
I'm only joking, mate. How are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, well, sort of. I had a tooth yanked yesterday. I went on one of my wisdom tooth yanked yesterday, so
Really?
still feeling a bit sore from that. But other than that, pissed off that we're in all-time highs, really.
Oh mate, tell me about it. Nas, I've seen Nas is the worst one. The
Yeah,
low,
I've seen it.
the
Yeah.
highest time frame of the bearish close is the 1 hour. Everything else is just, it's just minging, absolutely.
Yeah,
Minging.
I saw Nate narrowly caught a trade earlier on at the bottom of the 15-minute sort of range down
Yeah.
below before it shot up. And I'm just sat there like, no, it's not really a trade here to take.
It's going to be small time frame. I mean, this is really good for your trading because you really got to focus in on the lower time frames. So it's going to be small time frames, and scalping. Really, a lot of it's going to be. I mean, yesterday's trade was an absolute corker. What we caught in the morning.
Oh, it was a fucking fantastic trade. It's
Yeah.
just a shame that I bloody exited out of it on a loss.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it wasn't for that 30-minute breaking below, I would have
Okay.
stayed in it. But because it broke below, I exited out of it on a pullback.
Yeah. So we might have a trade. If this 5 can close bearish for us and we get a top wick, we might get a swoop entry on. Low risk. Be like $50. I'll be risking about $50 to see if this is just pullback to come down in regards to the 15 flipping to the downside. The 30 closing bearish. The only thing I'm worried of is might be worth waiting for the 30 to close bearish. Once the 30 close bearish, because what you're going to get top wick, aren't you?
Mm.
So it might be worth waiting. Because the one's hasn't even closed bearish yet. So even if the 1 closes bearish, we might need a top wick breaking the highs before coming down. This is why swoop entries are, we go risk free quick.
Yeah, I'm not a real fan of the old swoops.
The old swoops, yeah. I like them because you are risking pennies. And if you catch it right, it's really nice. And you don't mind sort of... So it's basically like, if this 5 closes like this, yeah. I mean, look, there's the pullback here. Oh my god, this 15's closing. Oh my god. I did say a pullback and get sell stops on. If this 5 closes like this and get a top wick, so you would have been activated here. Not in, guys. I want to wait for this 5 because the 30 is going to close. 30's put me off a bit now. But yeah, so if you look at like, I didn't really give us one. Really give us a good demonstration. So if the 5 hadn't come down and tapped this area and closed round here, we could get a top wick and a sell stop underneath the 5, which would make sense for the 15 to then carry on pushing. There's your advantage point. You're risk free. Stops would only need to be the high, because you're basically saying that this is the flip. The 30 now. Can we get a top wick on the 30? Oh my god. Dare drive. Don't you dare drive without me. It's driving without me, John.
And that's kind of ideally what I want, really. I want it to be kind of like coming back down to this range area, really.
Yeah, well, I think we might
And
get
then you
a...
look for a buy up.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I can't take buys up until you come and tap these levels. So I'd like to tap these levels, then I'd be interested in buys up. But it's very difficult because we're so bullish. Nothing's closed bearish yet. We're basically trying to work out if this is the pullback. It might not. This hour could easily flip to the upside at any point. And that's what we've got to avoid. Well, there's one break. So there's one break to the low. This is not the 30 yet. Jesus. I would take this 5. I would have sell stops on this 5, but the 30 is about to close after this 5. And you think if we get in with sell stops here and we get activated, right? And then the 30 closes like that. The next 30 then might need to pull back, tap previous support, or even break the high before coming down with the last hour. So this is what we really don't want to. I need to make sure that this could drive though, because oh shit. It could drive because if the hour's going to fake out, these hour candles, these ones here, so when you break above, and look at that hour quite aggressively back into the area, and that's what you could get with it. But this is something you can't do technical analysis to know if it's going to happen. It's either going to just do it, and then you're obviously trying to get in, or not. So I think we wait for the 30, then we get a top wick on the 30, and then we get sell stops on the 30, as long as we don't drive. I think that's probably what we've got. Could potentially go. Look at the 2. The 2 could flip. Everything's broke out, apart from the 3. The 3 has broke above, and then drove. But the 6 is the only thing what I like in regards to there's an hour and a half left of it, and there's no bottom wick on it. You've got fair value gaps here. So there's reasons for this 6 to flip, and the previous 6 was bearish. But we haven't had any price action, so it doesn't mean it's going to flip. But there is reasons to flip. And if this 6 is going to flip, what would the 1 hours look like? Well, the 1s would have to look like maybe that. And then that in order for it to flip. And if we go to the 1, so we would need this 1 to really drive down back below this zone, and then this 1 we would need to be like that in order for the 6 to flip. That's what the next 2 1s would have to look like. So we've got to say, okay, could we see that potentially? If so, how much are we willing to see if that's what's going to happen? That's what we're basically saying. What are we willing to risk to see if that's going to happen? I'm still pushing. Okay, Jesus. Can we come back up? So in regards to the 30, we need the 30 pulling back to at least here. We've got this one. I don't mind it closes actually. I don't even think I would have sell stops under that. I'd probably have them underneath the wick. Let's see. 30 is closing in 1 minute 18, guys. I would prefer pull back to the body. That's what I would prefer. I'm not sure we're going to get that. Get a pull back to that area there, maybe.
What about you as well? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Lovely day yesterday. It was. Oh. But yeah, I'm just chilling. You know how it is, mate. Just chilling.
What did you think about yesterday? Do you think I did anything inherently wrong yesterday?
Not really, mate, because I moved my stop loss on the second trade, but I couldn't get it in the group. So you're probably about right, really. If you feel like you need to get out of a trade, you just close out. But played out lovely in regards to the 4. We were saying the whole time with the 4 hour needs to hit this zone. And I absolutely smashed it, so it was really nice. But you've got to do you, really. You've got to do you.
I just didn't know how far it could. Well, I mean, I kind of did to some degree know how far it could come down, but I guess I just doubted myself when it kept closing bearish and it kept breaking lows.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we've had a top wick now. We're gonna get a oh shit, it's going without those. Don't go. We've had a nest play as well. What the fuck? I missed this here, guys. 15. There it is, guys, top way. If it didn't have a bottom wick, I would have bloody got in on that. Really like to see what this. What would if you got one on this 15? What would that be? What it is, I don't want to get tagged and then tuck up. There's the top.
I'm very sceptical of at the moment.
It's an awful area, mate. I won't lie, it's an awful area. So we've just got to work out that. Okay, so that's not a bad. Top weight. There's still 3 minutes left.
I guess that's why you say, low risk, quick break even, really, I guess, isn't it?
Okay.
But I think really for myself, I think I'd rather just watch and see what happens with these types of trades. Anyway.
Yeah, you're just trying to clutch in. Okay, I'm gonna get a sell stop underneath this 5. Low risk, guys. Got a sell stop underneath. Low. My stops are just the high of this previous candle. This one. That is it. Okay. I've been activated. Let me move this to the 15. We're going to be going risk free quick. All we're doing, we're trying to see if this is the drive on the 1. That is it. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to go risk free. I am now risk free on this. Let's see if we can drive. Come on, break the low. My target is down here, 3685. Actually, it's not. It's a 6-hour flip. Where's the 6-hour flip? Let me mark this up. There's the 6-hour flip. Put this purple. That's my target here. I'm in. We've been activated. We're risk free on this. I haven't took any partial yet because I'm only low risk. My stops were just 3693. So you could easily get stopped out here, right? Easy. We ideally need a 5-minute close. We have broke the low again. Really, we had that. Look at that pullback, guys. This is what I'm saying. Look at that. Perfect pullback. Tap. But you've had a nest play on the 5, right? You've had a nest play on the 5. So what a nest play is, if you look at that 5 there. 5 broke below. Then bullish, but didn't close above. And then bearish. But what you can get now on the 5s is the next 5. Close back in. Could easily get that. Yeah. But we are in for sells. We have peaked. What have we peaked? We have peaked 17 pips. It's not too bad, but I am low risk on it. I haven't took partial. Yeah. So this one. If we can avoid a top wick off the next 5, fantastic. If the new 5 comes up and stops us out, I'll have a sell stop underneath that 5 to drive down. But let's see if this 5 can, because if the hour's going to give us a fake out, it's got to start driving now. It's in its last 30 minutes. So it shouldn't really pull back much if the hour's going to drive down. But we are currently up $43. New 5. Is the new 5 just going to pop down? That's the question. 2 breaks of structure now. 20 seconds. Oh, I could stop here, guys. Our 3 still struggle to break this low, hasn't it? Still struggling to break that low on the 3 minute. 1 minute left. Let's see if this 3 can break the low. What might save us is we've we tested the low, we came back up, grabbed liquidity. So can we drive now?
Looks like it, potentially. Spot on the money, Pete.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to take 50% out, and then I'll let the rest go because we've got a new change of candle. Fuck. Okay, I've got 50% out. I've took $50 from this. Nice, another win for the stream. We've got 50 left on it. See how we go. Risk free. See with the swoop entry, low risk, right? Low risk, and you move stops to break even very, very quickly. Yeah, gets a risk off the table quick. And the thing with swoop entries, it might take you 2 or 3 attempts to get in, but because you're low risk and you're risking like $50 to see if this is the move, you sort of don't mind it. That's a lovely 3 close. The 5's got no bottom wick and no top wick, so are we going to flip to the upside? Which is not very nice if it does. Can we drive down without a top wick? Nice $50 to start off the stream. It's another win for the stream. Let's change that to 6 wins. Oh, there's a nice little pump down. So it's all on this hour. How is this hour going to close? And ideally, we want this hour to close back below here. I mean, I don't even know. This is not even the best of ranges, really. You've got that. You don't know if you've got that or you've got that. As we get close below this one. Look at that for an entry, guys. I don't think we had any drawdown there, did we?
No, you didn't.
So here's a little tip for you, right? Very important. This I don't know how many's watching. None on YouTube. What a waste! What a waste! Here's the source for you, right? Could watch on TikTok, but if you're watching recording, here's the source. When do you know to take partial? Do you ever think, oh, when should I take more partial? Well, here's an idea. When there's a new candle about to open, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the pullback. So if you're thinking, okay, well, only the 5 minutes are changing now, there's no big time frame yet. The next big candle is probably the 15-minute, and that's got 7 minutes. So it's still got 2 5-minute candles left to drive. And then when the 15 closes, you're likely going to get a pullback. So maybe do I take, see how far the 15 pushes, and then when the 15's about to close, I go, okay, let's take some partial, because we know we're going to get a pullback and we might get stopped out. So there's a bit of sauce for you. Especially if the 4 is about to close, you think about the pullback on a forward candle, it's going to be huge. Yeah? And you think, well, my stops could easily get stopped out of the 4 hour, so I'll take a lot of partial out. So this is what I'm saying. Forex, and a lot of people teach it like A, B, C, and D need to be ticked and then just enter 2 to 1. It can't be. Can't be. It's too complicated. It's changing all the time. You've got to adapt to the market all the time. So we've got 6 minutes left to this 15. There's 21 minutes left to the 30. And then another little tip you can do is look at the one and go, okay, how far can this one push? Is that an abnormal 1 hour? Imagine if this one was like that. You'd be like, okay, well, surely you can't keep on pushing because it doesn't match any of the other candles. So I'll take some partial now. Yeah. I mean, we look at this one and think, okay, could we push all the way down? Yeah, we probably could, because this one done it. This one came from here to here. This one came from here to here. Yeah, so yeah, we could actually keep pushing. Got 5 minutes left. And another little tip as well is, look, I'll tell you what, I'm giving you the sauce here. You're not even paying for this. Jesus. The last quarter, so as a candle pushes, I'll just do a bullish one, right? As candles don't just open up and push like that, they're constantly moving up and down, right? But what happens is it'll move in a general direction. As you see, we're moving bullish. But the last quarter of the candle, that's when you'll sort of move back. Because what is that creating? It's creating your top wick. So we're going to the last quarter of this 15. So let's see what this 15 does. I'm not saying all the time, but it's what tends to happen. What's a 5 doing? So 5 still pushing. Okay. You've got no top wick. So I'm going to take another partial from this now. going to take another 50%. It might close me off here. It did the other day. Let's see if it allows me. I'll execution. Right. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. Blows me off. It's weird this on the MT, because this MT5, I don't normally use MT5. So when it comes up, it still says 0.50 lots what I went in on, right? So then it still allows you to go half, so 0.25. But that's not what you're in as. But it doesn't change it, so it just cuts you off. So yeah, what a pain in the ass that was. Yeah, doesn't matter. These all should still be in it, whoever's in it. Fuck. That's $160. Yeah, so I'm out of this, guys. We're up $42. Yeah, on this one. So let's see how the hourly closes. Now, if the hour can close back into this area and then I get a steep top wick, we could look at sells. But if we come and tap these levels, we can now look at buys above. Buys above. We could also potentially look at what price does around these levels and maybe take buys above here. This is just a break, retest to push up. Yeah. This account, though, this is the new prop firm account, this one. I'm just testing this one. It doesn't really let you go as low. But yeah, nice trade, guy, considering we it's all-time highs. 42 pips is pretty good going, really. So I'm going to leave this on because I know a lot of you will still be in, or if anyone's took it. What's 815 millimeters, centimeters? Right. We've got to wait for this 1 hour to close now in 16 minutes. We'll see that this 1 hour does. The 15's about to close, so let's see if we get a pullback. Let's get this on. Good morning, Nate. How the devil? Do you want to come in the Zoom, Nate? I've got mean Golden Goose. Don't ask me why he's called Golden Goose. I think it's because he's a lucky charm. Is that right, John?
Yeah, I am the Golden Goose. People need good vibes or good luck. They call the Golden Goose.
Yeah. Good vibes or good luck. Look. So, remember what I said, 15, everyone? 15 starting to pull back now. Last quarter candle, see how it stopped driving. 15 starting to pull back. Look, this 5. Now this is, we've got another 15-minute candle left of the 30. So this 30 could keep driving if you want. Look at the size of the candle. Is it abnormal? Is it too big already? If it is, then the next 30 might pull back a close doji or whatever. If it isn't, and it can still drive, then we can still drive. The 15's closed. Can we get a pullback? It's not hitting off anything. So that is 5 did end up closing bearish. Is the 15 going to pull back? Have a look, and then it's the 1. So this is the last 15 of the 1. Where's this 1 going to close? It's going to be pretty interesting, John. Pretty interesting.
Ungido Beats.
Is the pullback now the 15? I got my pips this morning, 15-minute breakout to all-time highs. Nice. Was it this one there? It would have been this one, wouldn't it? What time is that? 7:30. Yeah. Yeah. It's doing my head in though on there. It's all-time highs. It needs to calm her tits. Gold needs to calm her tits. Bought another trade, guys. 10 to 9. Bloody hell. Yesterday we were done for 9. $300. We're up $160 this morning already, and I've still got me slippers on. That's what it is. Who's watching on here? How do you see who's watching on TikTok?
You can't, I don't think. I think you can only see how many people have watched a clip. I don't know, actually. I might be wrong.
I don't know. I'm not really clued up on it. Welcome if you, for the guys who are watching. I don't know your names. We just took 42 pips out off gold, $160. Let's change this. Right, we've got to wait for this 1 hour to close, guys. You're not working today, John?
Yeah, but I'm waiting on Jordan to fucking pick me up.
Okay.
He's got the van at the moment, so he said he was going to pick me up for 9, but I can tell you he's not out of bed yet.
Yeah. So, remember we said about the 6 hour? If the 6 is going to flip, it means it's only got 1 hour left to flip. So if this 6 is going to flip, it means the next hour has to look like that. Could we get that? Not too sure. Not too sure we're going to get that. We'd sort of need this 1 hour to push as much as they can, really. We'd need this 1 hour, ideally, to maybe push at least back into this zone, maybe close like that, and then I would probably say yes, the 6 hour could potentially flip. But we've got flies on this. Still in. Come on, the 1. We need the 1 closing below here, ideally. See, if it doesn't, it means we could just mess about here, and then we've got to work out from lower time frames, is price pushing up or we breaking below to come down. What was that entry there? It was a nest play on the 5. So a nest play, guys, I'll just quickly explain what a nest play was. We got the pullback we wanted. Perfect. Look how it tapped that pullback area there. Exactly where we wanted it. Pullback, and I got that from the 3 minute. Right? If you look at the 3, you've got a rejection there, and you've got areas where you reject, but you slightly go above. Right? So this area, but if we look left, you've got another zone there. That's why I've chose that area. Look what price done. Came, tapped, then rejected. So you got the 5 minute close. You had the 5 minute breakout, and then you got a bullish 5 minute, which closed respecting. So you're still in this lower range. Then the new candle opens up, pushes up first, sell stop underneath, the flip, and for the drive. Perfect, perfect. Nestle. We're still pushing down. Come on, the hour. I'm going to have a look at some other pairs, John, if you've got any in mind.
Not really. I sort of try, like you say, I try and strictly stick with gold, really.
Yeah.
Try to, anyway. It's just so funny, isn't it? You know, I get one of those accounts and then it fucking goes up to all-time highs.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel for me, mate? Obviously, we disbanded Relentless, started my new channel, and NAS and gold both go all-time highs. So I've been streaming when it's really difficult, all-time highs, on the 2 pairs I trade. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
You can kind of relate.
Yeah. But it'll really help you trade, and it'll come back down. It'll come back down. Or it'll create zones. It won't just keep going up and up. It'll create. I mean, look, it created a little zone for us today. I mean, it's just we've got to work off 5 minutes now, unfortunately.
Trouble is, I get so anxious on the 5 minute time.
I know.
Because I've been burned so many times on the 5 minute time frames. You know?
Yeah.
Too many times on the 5 minute time frames.
You do?
What I'd like to say, really, like the amount of fucking trades I've put on 5 minutes and the amount of trades that played out, not many in comparison to lots of losses.
Yeah. But this is where you've got to go risk-free quick. I mean, we went risk-free as soon as we brought them lows. Unfortunately, that's what you've got to do with swoop entries and lower time frames. It's going to be interesting to see what this 1 hour does. Is silver the same at the moment?
I don't know, I haven't really checked it.
Can you have a look? Silver is it? AGUS. It's AG. Let's go. A lot of silver. Yeah. Look at this data bit. Oh, what are you doing to me?
Well.
Oh, we're there. Yeah. Oh, we've got some data. You've got this. But still disgusting. Let's get rid of that. What's this here? Oh, gold futures. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at other pairs. I'm looking at. So if you've got any pairs you'd like me to start looking at, it's going to be busy for us on London session. I'm thinking the EU. Potentially EU. Oh, look at the 15 now. Top wick. The 3, which is also the 1, is going to close shortly. And then the 1's going to give us a top wick. So it's a good thing we took some more partial. Or closed out even. It might work out a good thing here. If we come back up and hit these, break even, then it's probably a good thing I closed here. Don't worry though, John. When you get accounts, you take losses. You take losses. When I started
really
back streaming,
the funny thing is, I don't really particularly feel inherently different. I just say it's just really unfortunate that it's.
Yeah, but don't hang up or don't keep thinking about it because you get hung up on it. Why? It always happens to me. Why does it always happen to me? That's what you start saying. Trust me, the market doesn't even know you exist. Right? It doesn't even know you exist. Doesn't care. So we've just got to be smart and don't revenge, especially when you're on live accounts, live funded accounts. Don't revenge trade. Just same thing tomorrow. Again.
It's what I did yesterday. Like I didn't revenge trade. Like I got annoyed about what happened. I just turned it off.
Yeah,
like
good.
My brain was screaming, "Oh yeah, let's find the trade, let's find the trade." I was like, "No, just turn it off."
Yeah. And then let's just see where you are at the end of the week. Do you know what I mean? Let's see where you are at the end of the week.
Max drawdown's quite strict, isn't it?
Yeah, but you should only be taking one trade a day. And you shouldn't have a live account if you're not profitable. Do you know what I mean? So you should be alright with it. You'll be alright, man. You'll be alright. I mean, when I started streaming again, not this channel, for Relentless this year, first trade on stream was a loss. Like $600 or something. First trade. Oh, look at this one now, last 3 minutes, a little stab to the downside. Oh, where's this one going to close? It doesn't mean we're going to get another trade. I now need a top wick off the new hour for another trade. But this one really has to close below these levels, ideally. Or if it doesn't and pulls back, can close at it basically. So you've got to give us a bit of a gap. Close below. Oh, here we go. It's headed me, John. It's headed me. I'm back. Minute and a half. What are you gonna do? How does you live far from you?
Limpton.
What?
Limpton is where it is. So like 15 minutes. Well, not even that really. If it's clear traffic, like 10 minutes or 10 minutes away really.
Andre, that's who it is. Good morning, Andre. Or is it Andresh? Is it our Andre? Or is it new Andre? If you watch on YouTube, guys, I trade most weekdays from 8 AM London time. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and put your notifications on. And then I'll let you know when I'm on. I do let the school community know when I'm on. And there's also, in the school community, there is a Zoom link, so you can join me on Zoom, but you do have to be a member of the Zoom link. Being a member, you get trade ideas from me, also my course, and access to us, basically. Oh, how did this 1 hour close then? Oh, look at that, John.
Yeah, come over tonight.
Let's see if we can get a top wick, guys. If I can get a top wick to this, I might have a sell stop on, especially if there's no bottom wick on the 1 hour. If this one can come up to this level, 3689, I'll have a sell stop underneath. Oh, where you've got 2 candles here with no.
3689. Would you call that a liquidity zone?
Yeah, because the liquidity is above here now, isn't it? Above here. You think people taking sells now? The stops would just be above this 15, and not realizing that's. This was a good lesson yesterday. I was saying how it's enticing people for sells. Liquidity is above, and because it's a higher time frame candle, the pullback's bigger. Where if this wasn't the hour close, let's say there was 3 15-minute candles left of the hour, this 15 could probably pull back, but just test the previous high and then flip. But because it's a new hour, so it's the same thing happens. Look at this hour. Now this hour can come all the way and test the previous high without breaking the high and still flip to the downside, which obviously would go above that level. But what I do like is, it means it might move soon. There's no bottom wick on the. I mean, there's a little bottom wick there, but it's nice that it hasn't came down and created a bottom wick and then flip bullish, because you need that extra area. So if this does pull up and hits here, and then we get a sell stop, the fuel it should have, it probably won't just activate us and push straight back up. It'll probably activate us and drive down, because then you'll have the top wick, and that'll be the pullback on the hour. But whether it does that, I can't get in unless I get that, fortunately. So if I can get, actually we're there, we might not even need that eye. There's the next 15 zone. If I can maybe get that level. The only downside to this is how confident are we that this broke out? Did this close respecting? Did it break out? All I know is there's no bottom wicks on either. So if we can get a nice pullback, 15-minute sell stop, might even get this on the trade idea. Yeah? 2 minutes, guys. Oh. Wait up. Look at. Oh, they see. There's the pullback. There's the pullback needed, guys. Good morning, Krusty Juggler. He's back. How are you doing, mate? Okay, so we've had the hour, we've had the pullback, and now, if this does flip, 8 minutes left to 15. Look at the 5 now. This is why we wait. This is why we wait. Is that enough of a pull? I think it is. Oh, don't do this to me. I froze. Five back in. 15. Just, I don't know whether this broke below. It's my only little niggle. The hour. There's 1 hour left of the 2. 1 hour left of the 3. Also the 4. Where could this 4 end up? Is this 4 going to close respecting, or is it going to flip to the downside? And if it's going to flip, could we see this 4 flip into the downside? And if we do, is that the 6? Is it going to end up like that? Okay. Where would stops be? The thing with stops would only need to be higher than 1 once you get activated. So let's get... You can either put the sell stop underneath, or you can just wait for a 5 close below this level.
Are you thinking about putting a sell stop underneath that 5?
Well, it's underneath the hour, really. But what I don't want to do is, let's say this 15 closes bullish, okay? You ideally want this 15 to flip, but if this 15 closes bullish, the next 15 could come down, create the bottom wick, and then flip. Do you know what I mean? So it really needs to happen on this 15. So yes, we could get sell stops on now underneath the 15. But there's only 2 5-minute candles left of this 15. 5 looks like it's going to close bullish or doji. And then the next 5 would need to look like that in order to do it. Okay, so I am going to have a sell stop on. Or you could just enter once you come down there. So I've got another sell stop on, guys. We've had the pullback we needed. Underneath, it's basically off the hour, right? But if this 15 closes bullish, we're going to delete, and then we'll wait for maybe a 5-minute close below and sort of manage it from there.
Where are you putting your stop loss at the...
So the stop's going to be...
15?
Yeah, so the stop's going to be basically the top wick of the 1. Because what we're expecting is, if this 1 does flip, it's not going to activate. Well, it can actually because the 15. But if this 1 does flip, after if it happens on this 15, then it's likely going to drive. So your stop could just be wherever this 1 closes. Pulls back to. But I'm not sure what's going to happen, guys. We're really pushing up. See what I mean with the 1? Look at these, a pullback. This is normal. We can still flip at any point. But the higher we push up, believe it or not, the better. Because what is it grabbing? What did I say about the 15, John? Where's the liquidity? There's the liquidity. It's now grab liquidity.
Taps now, isn't it?
Yeah, so now is it going to flip? But there's only 1 5-minute candle left for this 15. So in order for this 15 to flip, that means this 5 would have to end up like that. Oh, look at it. Pump up. You got to bump it up, oh, don't you know? Bump it up. Okay, so now I'm happy. Sell stop underneath for the hour. This pullback's fantastic. Okay, you would have been stopped out at break even now. Maybe it was a good sign to... and here's the thing with stops. Where would stops be? Need to... Okay, I'll have to put this trade on the... stops could just be the high of the 1. So stop loss. I'll delete the other trade shortly, guys. Let me just get this on the trade ideas. Okay, so I am going to have a sell stop. My stops would be 3, 6, 1. Ooh, it's pumping. It's pumping. Look at that. And the only way we delete this is if the one closes bullish. If the one closes bullish, we'll just delete. Okay? But if this one flips now, you've got to think about it, right? If this one flips, is this the point of no return? So if it does flip, then it's going to drive. Could you see this one drop, just tap us, activate us, then push straight back up? It's probably unlikely now. I mean, if this one can come and break this high, even better. Even better. But I have got sell stops on, right? Look out the trade ideas. But we might not get activated. It's all on the one.
You got 2 no bottom wicks as well, so
Yeah, well, it's really aimed off the higher time frame target is the 6-hour flip. The 6 has got no bottom wick. That's it. That's what it's mainly aimed off. But yeah, there's obviously other reasons to come down. You've got fair value gaps there as well, and both cans have got no bottom wicks. So I mean, if this one closes like this, the next one could come down maybe and tap it, but we'd be deleting at that point. I need to make sure I get this entry right this time because I monged it yesterday. Entry 3, 6, 8, 6.12. 3686.12. Stop loss for me would be 3692. You could probably have stop losses closer, you know, now.
what with how much it's grabbed.
Yeah, because if you come back down now, yeah, we'll just keep it there. 3692. 3692, 3692, 22. TP1, this is what's difficult. Where could TP1 be? I think the first sign of resistance, this is why it's really hard with all-time highs, guys, because where's the fair, if we close below here, where's the first sign of resistance? Well, we've never done this. So we could maybe look at something like that as our take partial move to break even. Our target is just a 6-hour flip, 3677. Oh my god, look at price. Wow. I'm not sure if this is gonna flip, guys, but if it does, it does. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 4.0. TP2 would be 3, 6, 7, 7. Right, now we can probably see this trade idea getting deleted, right? But we'll see. Wow, look at that. Yeah, let me just get this on my trade journal. Today, day 16. 9, 5. What time did we take that trade? Was 8:30. 8:30. Gold. Was I risking? I was only risking. It's about $60. It was a Nestle sell. Ideally off the 5. 6, 7 was it? 6, 7. Where did I close out at? Closed out 34 pips. No, it wasn't. It was 42, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 42. 2 pips. 2. Stopped. What was our stops? Stops were 20 pips. Bloody hell. 20 pips stop, John. It's not like me, that is it? Time high. Expecting breakout on 1 hour, 6 hour or pick.
I mean, imagine if it fucking flips right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, imagine if it flips now. What are you thinking now if this 1 hour flips?
You fly down.
Exactly. This has just grabbed loads and loads of liquidity now. You've got no bottom wick on these 2 candles. The only thing what does put me off a bit is, did this break below, and is this the zone? Because it's only a minor zone, really. You've only got that area there. Right? You could argue and say, well, the actual zone is maybe here or here. That's a better one for me. But then if that's the case, then we've still got this and this to go. So this should flip. But you just never know. This is Forex and anything can happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that off. Also going to mark this next level up. That's what we've got. But yeah, if this one flips now, fantastic. I'm going to delete this first trade, guys. Everyone happy with that? We pushed, peaked, perfect Nestle. We actually peaked 53 pips. Can I do that? Max drawdown pips, max pips 53. I'm going to get rid of this one. Get rid of this. But the pullback. See the importance of waiting for pullbacks as well. Gotta wait for them pullbacks. So we've got sell stops below. Now what you can do is, what if we get rid of this. Now we've got a level here. What if we broke back into this off the the 15? So there is 3 15-minute candles left on the hour. So if this hour is going to flip, what would the 15s look like? That's what we've got to say. Well, I would imagine this hour opened up. Let's have a look at this 15 actually. So look at the 15 candle there, that big one, yeah? So this hour opened up and the 15 is pushed all the way like that. A bit higher. That's the 15 candle, okay? So what would we need to see for this hour to flip? So as this hour drops, what would the 15s look like? That's what we've got to say, right? And what it is, we need the hour to drop and drive down ideally, at least to these levels. So in order to see that, what would this 15 look like? Well, we'd ideally want to close back into this area and then top wick, drive down, and top wick, and drive through. So that's something what we would want to see on the 15 in order for the hour to flip. So could we not, if the 15 closes back below this level, could we, once we get the close, there's the close, the indication that, okay, this could be the start of the 1 hour to flip. And then, as this new candle opens up, should technically pull back first, tap previous support, sell stop underneath in order to the flip, with the whole idea that the 1 hour is going to flip to the downside. And that's how you get in on a lower time frame. You've got the higher time frame, what the higher time frame can do. But now we're thinking, okay, how can we set our ambushes in order to get in on a lower time frame? That's all it is. I hope that makes sense to you. So, yeah, could this 15 close back in? We could potentially take. If this 15 maybe does that, we could maybe look at top wick, then a sell stop underneath to come down. And that's what we would start to see on the 15s. I could probably see that. I wouldn't take buys up yet until the hour closes bullish. Another thing. Let me have a quick look at oil, guys. See how it's getting on. Oh, and another. It's really messing about in this zone. It's been messing about in this zone for ages. So what I'm after on oil is, this is my swing trading account. I want either a weekly close above 67.97 for buys, or I need a daily close below 57.02 for sells. That's what I'm after. I'm in an area of no trade zone. This area is a no trade zone for me. So we are just messing about. What's this 15 gonna do? Everyone wants a fireplace. What's a fireplace? Yeah, that's about it really. What time is it? I'll be on till 10 at least, guys. Let's see what this 15-minute does. Sell stops are still valid. Let's have a look at the 2. The 2, see the 2, 35 minutes left. Yeah, you would need this 2 to now fake out. So really, it would have to happen in the next 35 minutes. So this hour here would need to flip in order for a fake out on the 2. Like that. 3 hasn't closed as of yet. So I actually might need the 3 to close before the drop. So once the 3 closes. 4 is similar. 35 minutes. Yeah, if the 4 closes like this, you're looking at buys. You'd need a bottom wick. Bottom wick. Then a drive up.
Wherever up may take you.
Wherever up, mate. I don't have a clue where it's going to go, guys. I really don't. Could be here. You know what this is? This is the moon.
No, I don't think that's the moon. That looks more like.
Does it?
We've already gone to the moon. Elon Musk's spaceship is waiting on Mars.
Yeah. Are you gonna flip one, or are you gonna mess about today? But either way, the 4 is going to close, so you would imagine bottom wick on the 4. Here's the 15 here. Can the 15 close below? Do we take a sell off the 15, expecting the 1 to flip? Or is this just a pullback in order for the 4 to close bullish and then the new 4? But still, the new 4 should give us a bottom wick and then a flip. So could we take the 15? Either way. Look how it just tapped and didn't give you a chance to get in. I mean, look at that. That's probably your only chance to get in there. You had a fake out, so price closed below this level and then closed back in. You maybe could have took that 5 up. After this 15-minute close, I'm going to go make a brew. And I'll be on for another 30 minutes, guys, till 10 o'clock. Thanks for joining. I don't actually know who it is, but I don't know if it's our Andre or you. Thanks for watching, guys. Miguel, welcome, buddy. And we're up $167 so far. Trading gold on YouTube. If you want to watch the charts, head over to YouTube. Which is in the link in the descriptions, and you can actually see the charts we're trading. Two minutes left. We are pushing. "23 members in the school community, and we've got 19 subscribers on YouTube. Doesn't add up, John, does it? Doesn't add up. You're probably one of them.
Mate, I was the first one to subscribe on both.
No, mate, I know. You're a good lad, aren't you? You're a good lad.
Yeah,
It's not true what they say about you. What?
I look after you.
You do. It's not true what they say about you, is it?
No.
Have you got army yet, or what?
I didn't really run into a room and like murder 30 children and bury them in my basement. It never
No,
happened.
you didn't, did you?
No, I'm innocent.
Your last name, your real name's not Fred West, is it?
No, it's not. No.
9 seconds is 15. So this ID is gone now. So price hasn't given us what we want to see. The next 15 might do, but then we would need a huge big 15 to flip. So yeah, we're not there yet. The 30s broke out to the upside, which is not a good sign ideally. You could potentially take buys, really, apart from the 1's bearish still. But the 2's bullish, 3's bullish, the 4's bearish, and the 6 is bearish. So the best setups is where every time frame is bearish, all bullish. You could easily get a bottom wick and then drive up now. Guys, I'm gonna go make a brew. And then I'll be back. Oh, we'll see. I'm still trying to see if we can grab something. We have got sell stops on. Let me put that on here actually. On gold, we have got sell stops on gold. So we will see if these get active. Yeah, right. Won't be long.
Buys do look tempting.
You are? The buys.
Buys do look kind of tempting.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do, my mate. Right, I won't be long, John. I'll just make a brew. I'm back. Oh. Okay.
That fire on the 15.
Have you?
I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to put it on my
What?
thing. I'm going to see if it plays out.
Is this above the 15? Like for a buy stop?
Yeah. No.
Alright, yeah.
Bet it will fucking play out.
What did
It's always the
the...
trades I don't take it play out.
I mean, the 5's closed back up.
And,
So you had to break into the low. I probably would have rather took that 5 because you're probably thinking, okay, the 15's got no top wick. Might need a top wick here. So that would be an advantage point. Do you know what I mean? So your original idea of the 15 got no top wick. We could flip, but technically we haven't filled the range yet. So there's still room for candles to be bearish. So what you would probably take from this, where's my advantage point? But what I would probably rather do is if you did push that down that far on the 15, you're still taking in consideration there's no top wick on the 15. So even if this 15 closed like that, the next 15 should still come up tap while coming down. So you've got an advantage point, and then you could go down to lower time frame and go, okay, 5 closed below here, then you had a fake out back in, and this 15 needs a top wick. There's my advantage point. You would just take the 5, take partial move to break even once you create a top wick, because then the 15 could then flip back down because we haven't filled the range. But there's your advantage point took. And it doesn't mean the 15 is going to drive up because we haven't filled the range. It could do, but we haven't filled the range yet on the 15. Like if you look at the 15, if the 15 closes bullish now, what's it bouncing off? What's it bouncing off? It's not bouncing off anything, is it? But it could do, this is what I'm saying. But for me, this is the next thing to bounce off. There. That's the next thing to bounce off. So I would need body of the candles to close around here. And then I would expect to drive back up. So you weren't wrong, but just think about your entry. So you would have been activated here now, wouldn't you? And took back down. Whereas there's your fake out. This here is your fake out. That's meant to say fake out. Right, there's your fake out back into the area. What advantage point have you got? There's only one reason to come up. No top wick. Take partial move to break even. There. You're risk free now. You're still in. You might have been stopped at break even, whatever. Hoping.
The only reason why I haven't sort of like actually put it on is purely just because like I know that the hour can still flip.
Yeah. And that's a good shout. I think that's a good shout. I wouldn't have gotten on that because the hour could still flip. I mean, there's 1 minute 19 left of this 15. It's going to be interesting how this 15 closes. Even if this closes bullish, I still think, which it can do, but it doesn't mean that it's bouncing off it to drive up. The next 15 could easily be the one that comes down, and then you come back up. And now,
really, if anything, this is just more curiosity.
Yeah.
Predictions, right? You know.
Yeah, at least you'd here's the thing, if it plays out, you play mind games with yourself, you're like, oh, next time I'll put it on. And the next time it doesn't play out. Yeah.
That's literally my luck.
So
That's literally the way I trade.
What you want to do is, if you're about to look at a trade and go, okay, the 15 got no top wick, I could expect this flip to drive. Let's start from the top, have a look at the high time frames. Well, and then you go the time frames and go, okay, well, the 6 is bearish still. So, not good for that. 4 still bearish. 3 is bullish, but we've had such a big pushing candle and we're about to close in 15 minutes. So what is the 3 going to do? It should give us a pullback. Yeah, so again, 2, bullish, had a bottom wick, could drive at a tick. 2 hours a tick, could drive. 1 is bearish. We don't know if it's closed below or respecting. But still bearish. So what I would do for buys up, I would need a 1 hour bullish close. But then I would need a steep bottom wick, because the 4 hours closed.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So in a steep bottom wick, what does that mean for us? Well, that means you could push back down. So technically it's an A at the moment. But yes, it's very, very bullish in regards to what price has been doing. So it could drive, but for me, I can't take buys yet. I can't take buys yet until we come back down. Come back down. And that's what Forex does. It just plays with you, man. It's like the time where you think, oh, do you know what? This could just flip. I'll just get in on it. Just get on it.
It's the time it doesn't.
Or the time where you go, do you know what? I'm not going to get in on this. But then it drives and you think, fuck. I could have caught all of that. And then imagine the next time you get in that same situation. Well, it's not perfect. It's actually less probability, but I'll just get on it anyway because the last time I thought about this, it worked out. And then that's when it bites you. That's when you take a loss. That's when you blow an account, lose a prop account or whatever.
I mean, this is kind of almost what happened yesterday. I kind of knew at some point it was going to come up, but just like I say, when it broke, it sort of put doubt in my head, and I thought, well, maybe I am wrong. Maybe it is going to tank more before it comes back up again. So I closed out.
Yeah.
You know, and then it didn't hit the stop loss, and it just fucking flew, and I felt like such an idiot.
Yeah. Oh. We do that. I do that times. Like, it just, yeah, it's. You've got to take losses. That's what you've got to understand. You have to take losses. It's just expenses for the business. That's all it is. But you can't get hung up on them. You've got to be patient. You've seen me trade. I've not catch anything all week, and on Friday I've caught 200 pips. Do you know what I mean? So patience. You look at it weekly. People can't do that. They've got to look at it daily. Right? Especially new people to Forex. They look at the day. They look at them. This is what they do. They look at the MT4 and they don't want to see any reds whatsoever. They just want to see blue, 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 blue. Because that's the definition of being a good trader, supposedly, when you see all blue. That's why you see loads of screenshots of people with just all blue, 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 blue. And they don't want to put a screenshot on if there's any reds in there. But you've got to get rid of that. You've got you take losses. You take losses. You've got to get rid of that. You know that you could have one trade for that week and it can give you enough income. And especially the way all the prop firms are going now, when you can get instant funding, it's a lot easier.
Mate, if I could just get, 5 good trades that take me
in a month.
Drawdown. Well, yeah, in a month. Like, take me out of drawdown and, fucking 2 or 3% up. Like, that would be enough for me. Like, I'd just call it then.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's doable, mate. It's doable.
Yeah, I know it's doable. It's just...
You're there now, mate. You're in it now. You're in the process now. You were there. And what's happened with your first trade on that account, on your live account, was a loss. That's normal. You were in the process now. It's normal. So don't think that it's all falling apart, because that's where it will fall apart. It's normal.
No, the thing I'm taking confidence in, we're trying to take good feedback from, is the fact that I was right about the trade. I don't know if I can call it bad luck, but it was just I don't know, my trading knowledge told me that it's probably going to come and hit my stop loss. Do you know what I mean? So I closed out on it and it just flipped.
And would it have hit your stop loss? Would it have hit your stop loss?
No, it didn't hit my stop loss when I moved it. So that's the thing. Like, I made the right decision moving it. Like,
you moved it the same place as I did, didn't you?
Yeah, same place. Yeah. And then it was just when that 30-minute broke below the support, my trading knowledge told me, well, it's going to carry on. It's broken support. Wait for the pullback, get out, and then save myself for 250.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I moved my risk from 500 to 750 because I said to you yesterday, I'm willing to risk another 250 to find out if I'm right.
Yeah.
You know, which I had a good feeling that I was right. Like what I was reading was telling me that I was right.
Yeah.
But then when it broke below, my trading knowledge told me, you know, it's broken support. Odds are it looks like it might come down for a bigger grab before going up. So I closed out on it.
Yeah.
And literally 5 minutes later, it just fucking flew.
No. But mate, that was like, it was abnormal, that, mate. Like, it was just one of them things.
So I mean, I don't know if that's bad luck or whether I mean,
No.
I don't think I made a mistake.
You didn't. That's just trading, mate. You just got out. That's it. That's all it is. It's just not bad luck. It's now to do with bad luck. It's just how you felt on the day. How do you feel on the day? You remember, it's not a. It's another thing. When people start thinking, okay, I want to make so much money today. They need to, sorry, when people stop thinking about how much money they can make and start thinking, okay, I need to protect my capital. That's it. You can't set yourself targets. You've got to just take what Forex is allowing you to take. Because if you set yourself targets a week, you're just asking for failure and you're gonna feel down.
Yeah.
But it's just about protecting your capital, and all you put that down to is protecting your capital. Now imagine if it hit stops and you got out at 1%, how good would you feel? Do you know what I mean? And that was just one decision away from a different outcome. So just don't worry about it. It is what it is. I wouldn't even analyse it. It's done, it's gone. Just move on.
No, you know, it's always good to analyse your trades, isn't it?
It is, well, you losers once,
It's good
yeah.
when someone more experienced than me says you didn't make a mistake, you went off your judgment.
Well, you've done exactly what I done, apart from I held, and you didn't.
Yeah. Why did you hold though? Did you hold just because you weren't looking at it? Did you just happen to hold because you didn't? Yeah. So
Yeah. So
that was the only difference, really, wasn't it?
because you think about Forex, imagine a little gremlin that sat the other side of the charts, and he's trying to catch you out. He's trying to force you to get out of trades. He's trying to force you to get into trades so you can go the opposite way. So all the little lower time frames and even sometimes the higher time frames, they're going to try and trick you. So if I was there watching my chart all day, I probably would have done the same because I'm watching it.
It makes me feel a bit better because that's the thing. I didn't have anything on yesterday because it's pissing down with rain. So
Yeah.
I was pretty much just fucking
But
sat in my chair watching and waiting for a good trade.
But here's the thing, the only thing, we can't tell the future, right? The only thing we can do is put a plan in place. So if we might say, okay, the only way I'm getting out of this trade is if the 4-hour close is below, right? Then I'll get out. So the 4-hour close below, I get out. But then the trade could then smash TP. But I put my plan, I followed my plan. My plan was if the 4-hour close below, I get out. End of. Even if it smashes TP. So I then don't go the next day and go, oh God, I should have stayed in. Because now I'm then going off my plan of how I trade. So as long as you put a plan in place and stick to that, then that's all you can do, mate. Like, I don't have all the answers, trust me. I don't tell the future and nothing like that. I just act upon what I see, put a plan in place, and over a longer period of time, I'm profitable. That's it.
I try to keep a level head with it. Like I say, I have taken.
Mate, it's so easy to veer off.
Sure.
You remember that trade? You were on the stream as well. We had Nate and Jeff. Aaron came on. And I don't even know why I closed out, but I did because other people were talking about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it smashed TP.
Yeah.
So even, and I'm not bigging myself up, but even someone like me it can still happen to me. But we learn from it. That's it. As long as you're learning from it, like you've learned from that trade now, really. That maybe let it rock. Maybe let it rock. You did well. I'm really impressed that you moved your stops because I didn't put an announcement in and out. I didn't have time. I moved my stops to, so I had a wing back sell on further down, which it tapped later on. So I moved my stops to the sell to the stop loss of the wing back buys I had on. I moved my stops to the The stops are them. So you actually did really well, but I didn't have time because I was out and about.
I did debate on doing that as well. I just because I was looking at it and I was debating.
Mate, that wing back buy would have been perfect.
Wing back buy area, you know.
Yeah, but what was our plan? We said, well, if the 1 hour, if the 1 hour closed above, the wing back buys are not valid. But then price still came down and tapped them and shot off. So this is what I'm saying. We put our plan in place. We might. I mean, I missed that wing back buys. You know, I could have been pissed off about that, but we can't do that. We've just got to move on to the next trade. There's always another trade. There's always another trade. There's always another trade.
Yeah, thank you. That does make me feel better because, like I said, I didn't, you know, like I said, I didn't have any of that extra information. I just looked at it, read it, and thought, yeah, I think I need to move my stop loss because I think it can still come down a bit further before it shoots off. You know, and I did, and it makes me feel a bit better. That it's just still a kicker, isn't it?
Yeah,
so I'm trying not to think about it. You know,
I mean,
all I wanted to know is I just wanted to know if I inherently did something wrong, and I don't. Like I know that now. It's good to be reassured that I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? It was just one of those trades that didn't end up playing out through, you know, like an act of God, I suppose, is the best way of describing it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that push yesterday, mate, was our wing back buy. This is where our wing back buy was. It was literally here. That was our wing back buy. And I'd moved my stops. Where was my stops? I think it was here. Stops were like that. That's where I'd moved my stops to. And it came down, tapped this wing back. That would have been. Look at that, mate. Like, even if I go down the lower time frames, look at that. Look at that 15 minutes.
That's where I was thinking about putting a wing back by myself, but I didn't, purely because I like to kind of, with wing back buys, unless it's really, 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 really obvious, like there's loads of points where it can easily reject them. I generally won't place them unless I'm on stream with you.
Yeah.
Because I like that extra bit of confidence where you go, like, back buy area, do you know what I mean? So I ended up not placing it just because I wasn't 100% confident with it. It's not, this is a problem, is I don't often take wing back buys. Very rarely do I take them, really. Like, not because I don't know that they don't work, it's just I don't often take them when I see them when I'm not on stream, do you know what I mean? When I see them, I'll go, is that a wing back buy area? And then I end up not taking it and it plays out.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, like I think I'm at the point now where I really do need to try to, you know, believe in myself a little bit more and, you know, be certain of what trade will play out and what trade won't. Like I said, the only reason why I haven't put this trade on, like I've set it up, but I haven't put it on purely because I do have a bit of doubt there on the higher time frames. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what's going to sort you out, John?
What?
This is what's going to sort you out because people underestimate this as well. And when people pass the challenges, right, in the community, the advice when they get a live account, my advice to them is this first payout, this first month or 2 weeks, depending on what prop they've gone with, it's just about getting a payout, even if it's $50 on a 100k account. It's just about getting a payout, right? That first month.
It makes it real, doesn't it?
Yeah, because something comes over you that it just, the belief it instills in you, it just says, do you know what? I've had a payout from a live account. It is real, and I can trade. And something just comes over you, and what you find is the people who don't get a payout in the first month tend to go on and blow that account. The people who get a payout, even if it's tiny in that first month, they then tend to get another 6 months worth of payouts. But it's just about getting that first payout, and if you can get that first payout, that means, I mean, and when I say first payout, I don't mean in the first window of a payout. It's just you need to get a payout. Once you get your first one, your trading just goes unbelievable because you've now got the belief in yourself. And I think that's the only thing you're missing, the belief in yourself. Look, there's 15 now, John.
Yeah, the hours closed bullish and above that support.
Yeah, so the hours closed,
Now
but
I feel a little bit more confident about the buy, you know?
yeah, well, I don't, believe it or not.
Let me see if I can figure out why.
I might be wrong, but I can
This
see he's
doesn't
getting a
have the
2 hour
bottom
bearish close.
And because it's such a big push.
Yeah, well, if you look at the 2, so the 2 closed heavily bullish, and then the next 2 still closed bullish, bottom wick, small bullish. So are we running out? Are we running out? So is this 2 then going to be the next 2 what comes back down? Because if you look at the 2s, I mean, you've tapped the support level, but you haven't had body the candles come down to retest. So in order for me to take buys, I'd need a steep bottom wick for the 1, because also the 4 is going to close. So this sell stop now is going to get deleted, guys. I'm going to delete this sell stop.
Oh yeah. We want to get rid of that now, don't we? Really?
Yeah.
That's basically invalid now, isn't it? I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put a buy on it now. I mean, I think it certainly needs to come down for a bigger grab before.
But we are bullish, yeah. You're right.
Like it needs to come down for a grab, I reckon, before you can put a buy on it.
Yeah, I'm deleting this sell stop, guys. So the 6, basically the 6 hasn't flipped and closed bullish. You've still got no bottom wick, and you've still got fair value gaps. Now you could get a fake out on the 6 like that. So this one, we could start pulling back down again, but currently everything is bullish. Everything's bullish. For me to take a buy, this is what I would like to see. No Malik Zishan. No thank you for a what I would like to see is maybe a break into this area. That would be the 1 hour bottom wick for me. And then if I close back above, I'd look to take buys. If price drives down, breaks the highs, it's gone. It's not my trade to take, but that's what I'd like to see. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm probably going to go. We're up 42 pips today, which is nice. $168 we've took. I am not on tomorrow, believe it or not, unfortunately, but I'm back on Thursday and Friday. For the guys who are watching on TikTok, there's been 2 consistent watches. Thanks for joining us.
Just quickly forget I've got to shoot now, right?
Yeah, no worries, John. I'll catch you later. I'll see you on Thursday if you're on.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, I'm met. Catch you later, buddy. Other than that, guys, thanks for joining us. We're 176 pips. $167 up on gold this morning. Very difficult because they're all-time highs. So I will see you again for another. We've got 6 wins, 1 break even, and no losses on stream at the moment. So other than that, guys, I will see yous Thursday. Have a good one. Oh. Cancel.